purpose of assessment has changed. The original purpose of assessments in schools, at least starting from the 1890s, when the Council of 10 met in Saratoga Springs, New York, was really to set up tasks, and the task could be anything the teacher wanted, really, and find out which students could successfully complete the tasks and do it in a timely way. So assessment could be anything. It was evaluative, and students were sorted from A's to B's to C's to D's in an effort to make sure we put children into a position to get the jobs that were right for them. It's the industrialized model. It's what assessment was. As the United States has moved from the industrialized era more toward the information age, the purpose of schools has changed. We're no longer trying to find talent and then anoint it with a meaningful A. The purpose is shifted now more to what Bloom described as the ability to develop talent. So we want to take learners and put them into favorable conditions so that they can meet their potential, learn everything they can. We want to find out what they do know and then mature their abilities so that they can develop additional new knowledge and skills to be successful. If that's our purpose, then assessment's purpose has changed. So now the purpose of assessment is to give feedback. Feedback to the learner about what the targets are, how well they're meeting them, and ultimately what they need to do and what they need to focus on to improve their performance. That design has led us to standards-based grading and reporting discussions. So if we have very clear targets, we can align those to standards. And once we have those, then all our assessments need to do is give us information about where the learner is toward those given standards or those targets and how they need to close the gap. This is very precise science. So a teacher can't just make up assessments that are task-driven, that if they're not clear about what the targets are and if they're not clear about what the standards are. So the purpose of assessment in the information age also looks at what are those targets and those standards that we're going to value. We want to look at very clear targets to the students about skills. Skills like finding answers to questions, generating questions, finding and evaluating sources, collaborating with one another. So these assessments are also learning opportunities, chances for them to hone skills that go beyond just passing what we call a gateway assessment, something like a chapter test or a final unit test, but something that is experience-driven, what we call authentic assessments, things that can build a resume or a portfolio or a repertoire of skills for the learner so that they can be successful not only in the jobs that we currently know about, but jobs we may not know about as we're tasked with providing an education for the future.